Hey guys, today we're going to be trying out some World of Warships. So, for those of you that don't know, World of Warships is a very arcadey style game in a very similar light as what I would call, well, I would say it's an MMO, and I would say it's something very similar to War Thunder in a lot of ways. It's a lot more arcadey though, and it is a very fun game. So, first off, a little background knowledge. If you've ever seen the games World of Tanks or World of Warplanes, you're going to think, gee, that name sounds familiar, and that's probably because you've probably seen it before. It's a pretty fun game, and it's all naval-based. I mean, the only non-naval thing you have is with aircraft carriers. You get to control a little bit of aircraft, but it's nothing as in-depth as something like War Thunder or World of Warplanes. So, definitely, this is a very interesting game. And now, so you might ask, why are you doing this? What are you gaining from playing this? I thought you were a big War Thunder guy. And I am. But, one, I like that it has battleships, aircraft carriers. So, that was something that I feel like War Thunder's lacking, and they say it won't fit into their gameplay, and I understand that to an extent. But even though, I still kind of want it personally, and I'm not going to lie about that. I did play this game because I figured out it had battleships and aircraft carriers and wanted to see how they played. So it's definitely an interesting game and one of those that really can kind of keep you interested and intrigued for a long period of time, in my opinion. Now, if you have played World of Tanks, which is the one that I've played a lot, and then come over to World of Warships, maybe after this video, this is going to be a big thing for you. This is going to be something that's not as big because you're going to recognize a lot of the mechanics. So, it's something that I think you could enjoy. I think a lot of people who've played games like that and enjoy games like that will really like. And I will leave a link down to download this game down in the comments. So, well, down in the description, excuse me. So, yeah, just go in the comments and I'll leave a link. Don't worry about it. So, never mind. We'll go and I'll get that for y'all. So, if y'all want to go check out this game, go check it out. It's not super computer intensive. I mean, you're going to need a decent gaming rig, but as long as you have, well, as long as you have a workable PC that's not like, like Stone Age PC, you'll be okay. So, this is a fun game for a lot of people. Now, if you notice my quality isn't great, and I'm kind of working on that, I don't exactly run in the highest quality graphics, but that's so I get higher frames per second with the computer that I have right now. But, anyway, this is a really fun game, and now I'm going to kind of give a brief overview of how the different classes work, how the game works, and then my kind of just final opinions on it. So, first off, if you see the ship I'm playing on now, this is a destroyer. This is a destroyer. It's a lightweight, high-speed ship with torpedoes, as you see, just get shot at me and is about to completely wreck me as I try to shake my mouse no, because I think that will help. So, this is kind of a good but bad segue because it went to where I didn't want it to, but okay, so I got a little mad and decided, forget playing the cruiser, I'm going to go straight to the battleship because I wanted to go blow something up after getting, completely wrecked with a couple of torpedoes, which is basically a massive straw with explosives in it, in my opinion. So, now, let's just go straight to battleships because that's what I'm doing here. Battleships are big, heavy brutes. I mean, they're not going to go very fast, but they're going to be able to shoot long-range, heavy cannons, just absolutely pounding. I mean, just pounding the crap out of whatever you hit. So you're going to have the longest range, the best survivability, but not the greatest maneuverability. So that's definitely a big trade-off. With a destroyer, you're not going to have good survivability, but you're going to have pretty decent. You're going to have okay weaponry. If you can hit people with torpedoes, you can kill everything from other destroyers up to battleships like this with only a couple hits. So, if you will want to kind of go more light and fast, nimble, go a destroyer. If you want to go big and bulky, go a battleship. I mean, your cannons do a lot of damage. That's your main way of outputting a lot of just heavy firepower, is just absolutely laying down on them cannons and destroying everything. And it's definitely just a fun thing, and it kind of makes you feel powerful to just control that. And I think it's kind of every kid's dream, just get to control one of those battleships with the massive cannons. I've got to actually tour a battleship, and it was just kind of awe-inspiring. So that's definitely something that I did enjoy. So Now, let's talk about the middle of the road. If you don't really want to be nimble and fast, you don't really want to be big and bulky, you just kind of want to learn the game with, a little bit of every mechanic, I get it. Here's what you need to do. You need to play a cruiser. Light or heavy, just play a cruiser. Cruisers are kind of the jack of all trades, master of none. Some of them do have torpedoes, a lot of them don't. They have well damaging guns. Now some of them do have really good damaging guns. Some of them don't have the greatest. It's kind of just a trade-off of whichever one. So it's kind of that deal. You may trade off a little bit here for that, but in overall, you're going to get out of cruisers a very balanced gameplay. They're decently maneuverable, decent weaponry, decent survivability. It's all just kind of it's good. And it's definitely something good for somebody who doesn't really know what they want to kind of specialize in as far as, oh, do I want to get really good at being nimble and fast, or want to be really good at lobbing big shells far away and making people regret that they ever played against me. So now there's kind of one oddball that I didn't really know where to stick, so we're going to put it at the end. Is the aircraft carrier. And I have not unlocked the aircraft carrier yet, so I'm not going to be able to put any of that footage in this video, but I'm working on it right now. I only played this game a little bit before I did a review, just enough time that I was able to get a feel for the game, get a feel for the mechanics, but not, to where I feel like, I'm kind of overly into it. I always like giving my review with a little bit of, me still remembering how I started in and came into this. So that's kind of what we're trying with this one. So anyway, let's get into the aircraft carrier. Aircraft carrier is going to it has no guns, no torpedoes. So you're going to ask, well, how does it attack ships? Well, dummy, it uses planes. I figured that out. Come on. I figured that out. Your grandma figured that out. Everybody figured that out. Please don't ask that question. So, I mean, it's an aircraft carrier, so it's going to use aircraft to destroy anything. So, as it goes into, you have rockets, bombs, torpedoes. Torpedoes are harder to hit, but when they hit, they do a lot of damage. Rockets are easy to hit, but they don't do a lot of damage. Bombs are they're kind of in the middle. They're not super hard to hit, but they don't do a whole lot of damage. They'll do enough to put a hurt on something, but not enough to really just absolutely incapacitate it within a couple shots. So, and they're kind of one of those deals, you send the planes off, you stay in the back, you let the planes do the dirty work, you just stay back and keep going. So it is a fun thing to do, and it's definitely very skillful in a lot of ways. So I do like this because I like that, unlike a game like War Thunder, they did really find a way for like all the iconic ship types to be in the game. I mean, yes, they don't have like PT boats and stuff, but I kind of get it with that. I kind of like this being a little bit larger scale instead of like, just island fighting like you see in a game like War Thunder. So it is definitely a fun game, and it's something that I would definitely give a try if you were really wanting to do something more in the lines of, a more arcadey style game, or you just want to have something you can play and relax on. You don't have to worry so much about being so serious on. So it is a fun game, and it's something that I would really recommend for y'all. And honestly, unfortunately, with some of the missteps that Gaijin has been making recently, I wouldn't blame you, and I don't really blame myself for going to a different company and a different game for a little while. I'm not going to stop playing War Thunder. I still enjoy the game and still think it is a very fun game to play. I just think it needs to get its crap together before I really go back. For one, save the mouse. Don't mess with the mouse. The mouse didn't do anything to them, and the mouse should stay. Everything else, I don't care. I don't care about the Panzer 105. But they mess with the mouse. That is unacceptable. You don't mess with the mouse. But after that tangent, okay. I do think that we need to, I do kind of think, as me personally, I'm going to take a little break from War Thunder. It's nothing personal. It's just me kind of feeling like I can't agree with a bunch of this. I don't really want to sit there and have to watch a bunch of the stuff they're doing. So I'm going to just take a break. I'm not going to stop playing, though. I'm not going to stop enjoying their games. I'm just going to kind of take a little bit of a break and just relax and enjoy myself. So, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. do go check out the game. It's extremely fun, and it's something that I hope you all do love and hope y'all get into playing. And I'm going to leave a link down in the description. You can use that link. It'll help me out a little bit, you know, just getting people into the game. I'm not being sponsored, obviously, but it will help with getting people into the game and doing, which I think would be a great thing for a game like this. And if you have any ideas for games that I should do reviews on, leave them down in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. Guys, I love y'all. I hope y'all have a great day, and goodbye.